Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 190 something or other.
One.
Thank you. 191 of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the executioner, Daniel Travis.
I am Matthew Smith, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. It is hard to believe after this we are only 9 episodes away from episode 200.
Yeah, let's just jump.
Yeah, we got 3 topics. We're doing wrestling because we have the results. You know what? Let's just tell you the topics and you'll see why you can see our faces.
1.
Kevin Owens has addressed his future in the professional wrestling business.
Number 2.
Our review of NXT Heatwave, even though I doubt my co-host has seen it.
3.
The predictions for Clash in Paris. But for now, let's talk about the prize fighter, shall we?
Yes.
So, from what I understood in the article I read on Ringside News, he's saying it depends on how he recovers.
Yeah, I saw some article that he says he's hopeful for next year.
Yeah, and honestly, that probably is the best case scenario.
Yeah, I mean overall that's just like wow, like hey, good for him that he wants to recover from his neck problems, but hey, he's had a hell of a keep in mind he's been doing this stuff for 20 years.
Yeah, and he has to provide for his family, so I do hope one day we will see Kevin Owens in the ring again.
Yes, but the big question is, well, because we all know when he returns, he's gonna get a huge babyface reaction. But I could also see them when Kevin Owens returns, they do some big babyface reaction, and then immediately, bro, that would be the most genius thing in WWE history. You have a near career injury. You come back, some big baby faces in the ring, you get this huge ovation, and then you turn heel on that same day.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely genius.
And I almost feel like it would be a heel turn for the babyface in the ring when you think about it. Like that, the situation you just said is a golden opportunity. And I just realized I forgot the timer again.
What else? Of course.
It's like a golden opportunity for either to turn heel. Like, picture this. Kevin gets in the ring. He could have possibly retired, but the recovery went well. Royal Rumble, he's in the ring. Another huge babyface is in the ring, and that babyface throws Kevin out of the Rumble. That would probably cause that person to turn heel.
But also, at the same time, you could go the reverse.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you could give Kevin Owens Kevin Owens' reason for turning heel this past year was he's like, Cody, let me get this shit straight. You spent nearly 2 years trying to defeat one guy, and the guy you spent 2 years trying to beat, you're teaming with, because Kevin was right in that entire situation. It's like, but also, now you have Kevin come back, turn heel, and be like, you could make him more desperate as a heel.
Yeah.
You could make him just go, hey, you know what? Screw all of you. I'm doing this for me. I don't give a crap about any one of you. But, I mean, either way, it would be interesting. And the big question is, does he immediately go back into a program with Randy? Because that storyline's not finished. Does he go into a brand new storyline?
That's a good point.
So what are your thoughts on Kevin Owens possibly saying he's like, it depends on how the recovery goes. Your thoughts?
That, as someone who's experienced multiple surgeries, I can definitely understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, I just think whatever WWE does decide to bring Kevin Owens back, that they need to keep this stuff under wraps. Like, hey, take for example Brock Lesnar's return. Nobody knew that. Like, probably like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if only Nick Khan and Triple H knew about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're gonna like if Kevin Owens does return at some point next year, have it be a legit surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just leak it online and be like, hey, Kevin Owens is coming back. Let's just go, what? Yeah, you got any thoughts? Floor is yours.
Yeah, I actually just pulled up the article, and is it okay if I read an excerpt from it?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is on Ringside News, people, so that's where we get most of our stories, for our topics from, when they're not predictions or a prediction battle.
Uh,
The surgery was successful. I had a great doctor. The thing is, now we have to see how the bones fuse, and there's no guarantee that it's going to work. You know how my body heals, and we'll see. Some guys had success, some guys didn't. Fingers crossed I can come back wrestling in the next year. Really don't know though, but yeah, my goal is to come back. Hopefully that's what happened. That
I
is a
mean,
quote from Kevin Owens when he spoke at like the Daytona 400 or something.
my thoughts on what he said. He's like, hey, I'm glad that he's, like, cause hey, Edge and Manila, hell, what's his name? Will Ospreay's gonna have like some like neck surgery or something. Like he's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah,
So it's just like, I mean, if he
I
does
know of 3 wrestlers that have come back from a broken neck.
one,
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
two,
Edge,
three.
Daniel Bryan.
But okay, the big question I have about Kevin Owens is whether or not he can or cannot come back. But that is Kevin Owens gonna have to? Is Kevin Owens still gonna wrestle the same way, or is Kevin Owens gonna
I
have to change
don't
his style?
I don't know, but what I do know is the timer just went off.
Your final thoughts.
My final thoughts are, I hope Kevin Owens can return to the ring healthy and be able to continue his career.
My final thoughts are I agree with you. I do hope Kevin Owens gets to return and enjoy his career. But if WWE does decide to have Kevin Owens return, I believe they need to keep it under the radar. Nobody know, or have it, if people do know, have it be a very small amount, because you could get that genuine babyface reaction, and then if you decide to turn him, you can get a natural boos from the crowd.
Yeah, we'll be right back with our thoughts on NXT Heatwave 2025. So, dude, what talent? We are back with topic number 2, the results of NXT Heatwave. And by results, I mean it's kind of like a review sort of thing. You know what it. Just remember what I said at the end of the last segment. Anyways, the show overall was good. We did forget about 2 matches, so I added those. And we're just gonna go through one by one. And yeah, Daniel does, I feel like, per usual, did better on the predictions than me. Uh, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I wasn't getting a reply, so I got worried. Anyways, the first match we predicted was for the NXT Tag Team titles, Hank and Tank versus Dark State. There was no wild card for this match, thank God. The match was good.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, have you?
Sing clips.
Same thing.
Yeah, I guess. So it was good. I don't know who's gonna take the title off Dark State.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second match we predicted was the triple threat for the TNA Knockouts Championship. And who would have thought that that of all people we would be talking about Dana Brooks, or the woman formerly known as Dana Brooks, winning a world title in a company associated with WWE.
Yeah. What's her name in TNA?
That's by Elegant.
Weird ring name, but yeah, that is a weird sentence.
Yeah.
A woman in WWE who didn't do anything
Yeah.
won a TNA title on an NXT Premium Live event. Yeah, great. Great. Moving on. Who won that match?
And no one got that correct. Ash was the wild card.
Yeah, alright. Moving on.
Gee, you sound like you got someplace to be, and I know you don't. You're not working today.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, the match after that was Jordan Grace, Blake Monroe. Again, neither of us got this right,
Yep.
which I am genuinely surprised about.
Yep.
But full disclosure, I did not see much of this match for reasons that I will not disclose.
Yeah, I saw some of that match and it looked pretty good.
Yeah,
Moving
but
on.
again, neither of us got that right.
Yep.
Anyways, the next match was actually the one that kicked off the show. The triple threat to decide the number one contender for, I think, the NXT title? Or was it for
Yeah.
the NXT North American?
I think it was for the NXT
No, it
North
was for
American
the NXT title.
Women's title.
Lola Vice versus what?
Women's.
Whatever. You can tell by the names that I was saying before you rudely interrupted me that it would be for a women's championship.
Continue.
Lola Vice versus Kimberly Jordan versus Jada Parker. This match was really good. But can I just say, can we move Kalani to a different women's division, please?
Why?
She was the first women's North American champion. We don't need her to be a two-time North American champion. Plus, she's good in the ring.
And plus, she got engaged to Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, he is him, she is her.
Yeah.
But anyways, Kalani did not win this match. And neither did Jada Parker. So in the future, we'll be having JC Jane versus Lola Vice for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Which gives me the only point I get on this when I don't tie with, and you'll see what I mean later. The next match was the first match we forgot about. Tavon Heights and Tyra May Steele versus what I deem Karen Ego, Ethan Page, and Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
I was legitimately surprised about the outcome of this match.
Who won?
Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. Do you not see your name in the winner's side? And your choice was Karen Ego. Anyways, the final match, NXT title, Oba Femi versus Javon Evans. Yeah, we both got that one right. So in total, I have like 2 points and Daniel has 3. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
But that was for just the regular predictions. We'll be right back with the prediction battle for Clash in Paris. And we are back with the third and final topic, the prediction battle for Clash in Paris. I was informed in between segments we might have had a technical difficulty, but thankfully not this time.
No.
But if we are, I will post a picture of the other table on X so you can see the result. But as you can see, I had to make a backup because I hate when WWE does PLEs back to back.
Yep.
Alright, so
Wait, before we just
what?
you gonna tell everybody what the punishments are?
Right. So in case you didn't know, we started deciding to separate punishments for each of us to make it a little more interesting.
Yes.
If Travis loses, he has to watch a bad superhero movie of my choice. And if I lose, which I really hope I don't, I have to watch a live action Disney remake of Daniel's choice. Now, for
Yeah.
those of you who don't know, I have not seen a live action Disney remake, and I really don't want to.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I used that for my last prediction battle card. Anyway, the source for this one is more reliable than the SmackDown Hotel because they omitted matches.
Alright.
The first match that I saw on the article, John Cena versus the Maverick, Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Who is your choice?
I just want to say is it's kind of weird, but like it's kind of weird having John Cena wrestle Logan Paul when a couple months ago these two were teaming up in the main event of our pay-per-view this year, in
Yeah, and
fact.
Logan Paul has said that he wants to take John Cena's spot as the face of WWE.
No, don't get me wrong. This match is going to cook.
Yeah, it is going to be
Because you have Logan Paul, who, look, everyone can say whatever they want about Logan Paul. I don't really care. But if there's one thing we can all agree on is Logan Paul is good when he steps into that ring, period.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. He's a trash person, but a good wrestler.
Yeah, my pick now, I'm gonna say John Cena, but my honest thought is I think Brock Lesnar's gonna show up and cost Cena this match.
Or, since I'm being forced to pick Logan Paul, if I can spell his last name correctly, Logan could win the match clean, and Cena could be attacked by Lesnar after the match.
Because I have heard reports out there, actually, this is something I can actually say, is it's not Cowboy Brock Lesnar we're getting this time. It's the previous version of Lesnar.
Yeah, so that's bad. Anyways, let me reveal the numbers. Come on, cursor, work with me here. Okay, there we go. That is much better. All right, so the second match is the Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight Championship. If you think I'm writing all that out, you're all crazy. We have Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Jey Uso versus LA Knight. Yeah. How do we want to predict this? Do we want to have backup?
I say we each pick two and then we have one wild card.
There are only 4 competitors.
Okay, I think we each pick, how do you want to do it?
I'm okay with each of us having a backup. That way we have a definitive winner. Somehow potentially end up in a tie.
Okay, I predict my 2 picks are Punk or Rollins.
Okay, I guess I'll go yeah and you.
Because I also believe that this is because my honest theory is either the rest of the Visioner is going to get involved in this match, which is apparently what Seth's faction is
Well, they're
called.
going to, no doubt.
But I also think that this match, if Seth does win, I believe that this is going to lead into because next month at WrestlePalooza, I believe, because they're going to need a ton of big time matches for next month. With it premiering on
Don't mind when I'm writing the wild card because we made it not applicable for those scenarios.
But my thought is, I honestly think Seth's gonna win, and then I think these two need to have a 3 stages of hell match.
At some
With
point,
how
they
much-
probably will.
Alright, but
If
yeah.
Bad Blood is returning this year, then I would expect a Hell in a Cell between Punk and Rollins.
Good lord.
Anyways, the next match is the holder of the Ula Vala, the tribal chief, Reigns, versus the holder of the
Shulafala,
the
the tribal thief.
tribal thief, Bronson Reed.
And by the way, I saw this actually online today. This is an actual thing. But Roman Reigns has been talked about on Stephanie McMahon's podcast that he wants to juggle both acting and wrestling.
All right, I'm gonna say this. Going into this match, I hope at some point Mattel comes out with like a Bronson Reed Elite or something that has the Shulafala as an accessory.
Okay, match. I feel like this is also gonna be a banger of a match.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, Roman, great in the ring. We all know that. We learned that during his heel run. Bronson, okay in the ring. Anyways,
Yeah, who do you got?
I really want to go with Roman, but something's telling me I need to go with the tribal thief.
Actually,
Yeah, I'm going Bronson.
okay. I mean, keep in mind, Bronson's is gonna have the Oracle probably by his side.
Yeah, and I have a feeling somehow the Vision is gonna get involved.
Because, like, and I told you this privately, I want to say this on the podcast. I believe a main event match, since that WWE is 100% building towards Rollins one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship.
All right. Up next is Sheamus versus Rusev in what we wrote a good fashion Donnybrook match.
Which I have seen live with Sheamus and
Yeah,
McIntyre.
who do you got?
I also think this match is gonna come.
Has Sheamus in every one of these?
Yes.
You'd be crazy to not pick him.
I'm gonna get.
But
who do you
I have a feeling that's who you chose, wasn't it?
Show's gonna go. No, I'm going to go with Rusev, actually. But I also think this match is gonna cook.
Oh, yeah. WWE fans are even good at Clash in Paris.
Yeah, because that's apparently the whole reason why John Cena wanted to wrestle in Clash in Paris, because he heard about last year.
Yeah, you told me because of the crowd.
Yeah, it's just like he's like, okay, I want to experience that once. What else we got?
All right, this next match is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, boy.
The Man, Becky Lynch, versus Fearless Nikki Bella.
This should be a good match too.
Bonafide future Hall of Famer versus a WWE Hall of Famer.
Who do you got? I also think this match is going to be good.
I can't have you. You said that about every match.
Right.
And I don't disagree with you in all honesty.
Who do you get?
I don't think it's right for Hall of Famers to hold titles in WWE. I really don't. But I want to go Nikki Bella.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Man who has a good new theme song. FYI, I just thought I'd publicly say that.
Yeah, you're very happy that she has a new title.
Yes. Is there any more?
Is the WWE title not being defended?
I think so, but also I'm not really sure.
I'm checking the matches.
Because
my source for this is WWE.
So no?
The only matches listed are Beach versus Logan.
Right.
Fatal 4-way.
Right.
Roman versus Reed.
Right.
Donnybrook.
Right.
And Women's Intercontinental.
So no, okay. So, riddle me this, everybody. What was the point? Genuine question here. What was the point of taking the title off of John Cena to put it on Cody Rhodes when Rhodes isn't even going to defend his title? Yeah, even Netflix is saying that there's no WWE Championship match. Okay, so... You're probably wondering, why did he go to Netflix to look for that? Well, because that's where it streams internationally. Yes. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, people. Yeah.
Anyways, this is our last prediction battle for a premium live event that will stream on Peacock.
Yeah.
I'm paying for the annual plan of ESPN, which means $300 a year. Ladies and gentlemen, be smart with your money. Don't be dumb like me.
All right, we'll be back.
And we'll be back next week with the results of Crush and Perry and 2 other topics.
Bye.